Okay, here we go. The men's team from the south running out onto the field as we speak, just taking their places. And very shortly we'll see the northern team run out. Last time we had a north versus south game, it was played up north. We saw an absolute rout by the northern team, winning by 50 odd points. So the south will be looking to resurrect themselves. Whether or not that happens, we shall see. Definitely a good cross-section of players from different clubs from the south. Ian Carter, Ashton Reid, and Peter the Kiwi from East. So Carter and Reid from Quinns in that front row. Morgan Macbeth and Dean Conn in the second row, I think. Not sure about starting positions, but presumably those two from Hobart Hutchins Lions. And then Philip Panisi, Outman, and Reece Watts making up the back row. Again, we'll see where players take their places for the start. Forward pack further north, presumably of Bicuda from Devonport, Joe Brady and Jamie Walters from Launceston. The second row of Vincent Bell and Callum Lyle from Launceston. And then Tom Scarf from Launceston, followed out in the rest of the forwards by Ruben Haney and Tom Curtis from Devonport. No Burnie representatives in the north, in the team from the north. Just the one rep from Easts in Peter Hekahika, Kiwi. Plenty from the other clubs. So again, just to make that clear, the north in the predominantly yellow colours on the right of the screen, and the south in the predominantly green, led by the kick here of Lovell from the Stags. And away we go. So the kick goes long and deep. And the play runs up. Some good solid contact in there coming from Rickard Daniel in the number 6 for the South. And the ball comes to Lovell. Sorry to love it. Lovell, love it. It's Lyle. Big, wide, flaking pass out. Oh, and unable to be taken by Mick Lovell out there. Nearly had the intercept right in front of the posts. We're coming all the way back. All the way back to a knock on by the Greens, right by the sideline. Okay, so while we just wait for the guys to get settled for this scrum, you can see the back row there for the South in the number 6, Rickard Daniel from Taroona, number 8, Reece Watts from Taroona, and in the 7 on the side, it may well be Philip Panisi from Harlequins. So rotating scrum, but well met. Mark Mayo here with the kick coming our way, and bounces not far in front of the tent here. And the ball just thrown back there, and we're going to see Ashton Reid here with a throw in. He's grown a pretty decent mop over the last sort of 12 months as Ashton. Looking good in the big hair. And the ball goes over the back and taken by Watts. Dishes it off to number 7, I think Panisi, and Clack gets onto that one. Will Clack. Ian Clack. So many Clacks on my list. Ball comes up and Matt Noble just manages to dodge the flying tackle of Ilasani Tavalagi at the back. And forward they go to the South. Clack playing in the halfback position, just manages to get that ball out. Finds Nick Marshall. And good drive here. Kiwi comes in. Clack to Marshall, swings it wide. Daniel just hangs onto it. Very high hospital pass from Marshall, and again goes really wide. Finds Watts, some good solid contact there, and Aaron Lovell, through he goes. Oh, looks for the pass over his shoulder, and Marshall gets back and decides that staying on the ground is the best bet here, and he gets some good support at that ruck by a couple of youngsters there, Matthew Noble and Josh Smith. Both ex-St Virgil's boys. And the ball being held up now, needs to be released. Ashton Smith gets to the bottom. Ashton Reed. Marshall again goes wide, finds Lovell, who gets into some good contact but makes it through. Goes through the first 2 tackles. And South recover. Picked up there again by Lovell, not taken to ground, so he gets back to his feet and really putting some drive on. Outman with the ball, no one outside him, so he goes himself. He's got some support though when they get to the ruck. Ball comes again to Marshall, who looks for the wide pass. They've got up quickly and he finds it too. Lovell needs to look out to his right. He's got Josh Smith, gives a fend to the face of Tavalagi, and over he goes. What a run by Aaron Lovell.
I think you can tell the difference between the boys that didn't play last time and the team energy now.
Absolutely, it's a great start there. I love the fend to the face. Tavalagi coming in way too high. And if you know anything about Aaron Lovell, it's you don't want to go and tackle him high.
Big number 8, yeah. And he's a fast boy, which kind of helps him.
Absolutely. So, and welcome to Theo. He's back online.
Hello, I'm back.
Well fed and well nourished. I think he's had a bit of lunch. Yeah. And he's back for another go. So here we go. Great start to the South. Had lots of possession and really good work there. Nick Marshall with the big wide passes there. Managed to get that one over the top of the defenders out wide, who came up really fast after a couple of other long passes, and found Lovell in a giant hole.
I was surprised to see that Nick was actually playing today, as he was officially the head coach until this game.
Yes, there's been a few surprises. That's not a bad looking kick too.
And Clack gets it over, and he's wanting the hype of it.
Nice kick there to Clacky. And so a good start. South will be very pleased with that after being totally and utterly destroyed by this North team last time they met.
They have to redeem themselves, I think.
They definitely have to redeem themselves, and they've made a good start on that.
And Mike Mayer to kick now. Nice high kick on the 10. I think that was just the height got the better of them then. And Aaron with the big tackle.
So now North with the ball. Gets into the hands of Tom Curtis with a big run up the middle. Halfback Peters gives the ball to Mio, comes around the back. Oh, there's a forward ball. And a great bit of contact out there from Michael Lovell too.
And he's letting him know it. Michael, the Anaconda Lovell, he loves that nickname. It's just intensity with the Lovell boys, I think.
All right, so bit of pressure out there on the North, making a bit of an error. It's Dan Wilson in the 28 there on your screen, who came around there and had a really solid hit put on him by Michael Lovell.
I'm keen to see the combination between the St Virgil boys, Matt Noble and Josh Smith, as they're both very, very fast players.
Yep, that'll be good to see if they get some ball in hand out there.
Yes, it will be very good. Nice quick ruck overs from the boys.
And the players from the scrum, Ashton Reed still down in back play.
And nice kick over the top.
Kick. And I think it's just gone outside the 22, so not quite the 50-22.
Close though.
Good pressure there. So nice work. Get that ball downfield.
And I think they had a bit of miscommunication there with that line out.
Yep, no lifters getting up there, but the ball fell easily into the hands there of Lyle.
It's good to see that the southern side defenders, they have their 3 at the back and different levels back, so they're always ready for that kick.
So slow ruck here, goes to Mio. He's a great kick of the ball, standing off.
And Matt Noble under it, takes it nicely with the run up. And good
Goes
support.
to ground. Well done, Tavalagi there to make the tackle on Noble, who had a little bit of space around him.
I think Kalak just needs to be a bit careful with when he's rucking and his feet so low there.
Ball comes to Kiwi, straightens up, runs back into heavy traffic, and he's now going to ground, lays it back.
That is one strong ruck of players there I would not want to contest against. And Will Clack with the ball. He's also fast on his
stays
feet.
on his feet. He is quick, and he's got no one with him, so it's dislodged in the tackle.
That's when you need that support play there with you.
And now Tavalagi picks it up and
Launceston are
dishes it
going on
off.
the outside.
Okay, so Reed in the number 2 in front of us with the line out throw. And goes way over to the back and finds Daniel. Steps inside and then straightens up. He's a good hard runner. Nice tackle there too. Taken beautifully. The number 5, Vinnie Bell. Marshall, not a great option to kick there. No one really ready for that. And all we've seen is that ball fall into the hands out there of, not sure who that is. Finney Pelea, I think, who's a good runner, and we've seen some great rugby from him out of Launceston in the last little while. And just some settling down here. Messy rucks. North not quite getting the support in there as they need, but that's a good wide ball to Tavalagi. You don't want to give him too much space. That said, Aaron Lovell throws Tavalagi into his bench and says, thank you very much.
He's been a very physical player already at the start of this game.
Unfortunately for the South, there's a penalty advantage, so ball comes all the way back to the middle of the field. Mio with the kick and finds touch just in front of the scoreboard.
It's just a little bit of bad blood between the Glenorchy and Devonport players at the moment.
We're always going to get plenty of parochialism in this match, so be interesting to see how the spirit goes and the sportsmanship.
And
we're saying no, the throw's no good there. So throw, see that again, just being received near to the outer arm of the lifted player, and a bit of luck there for the South. Didn't look too bad, but deemed not straight. So another scrum. They've been very evenly matched so far. Clack with the put in, and ball comes to the back, held in by Watts, and now Marshall runs dead straight across the field, then backwards. Draws the tackle though. Smith did a good job to get back on that because he ended up a little bit flat.
And
good,
he just
solid
ran
run.
Straight and his pants were pulled down a little bit.
25 entry.
So good work out there by the outside backs for the South.
25 side entry.
Side entry.
Back to the penalty advantage.
So again, good pressure from the South, driving that ball forward. Nice show of pace there from Smith on the wing. So just he's running very flat and didn't give Noble a lot of option, but was able to get back and get that ball and then accelerate quickly.
Got it.
I think
All right, good line-out position here for the South. Be interesting to see if they've practiced bringing this down and trying to maul it. Ball goes to Outman and not met and now tackled. So he goes forward. No maul here. Clack finally comes in and gives an awful ball along the ground. And that has been turned over. I think some accidental offside in there as well. So the advantage went to... Good ball from Smith all the way across. Clack wraps around, gives it to Noble. Noble gets through, looks to draw and pass.
Unlucky.
But doesn't get that ball into the right hand of Ryan Ford out on that wing. And now the ball's been kicked forward. Mick Lovell picks it up, gives a good fend, and then straightens up, goes the kick himself. And look, he gets it over the top of Lyle. Smith can't make the tackle. There's a nice run there. And gives the ball back to Lovell, who says, yeah, let's go forward. Ashton Reid gives a good chase.
I don't think he needed to dive there, saying it came off the Launceston player.
Yeah, it was a nice run there by the number 11 for the South, Hudson Connell Kelly. I think he made some good ground on that. Slipping past the tackler Smith. And not a good throw and not a good lift either. This will be one area with these teams not having had a huge amount of practice together with these representative type teams, that the set piece of the line out is going to be a little bit scrappy.
It's good to see the real mixture of players from the Southern team this time too.
Yeah, that's right. It's good. No, it is good. It's great to see that, yeah, there's a pretty good balance across the clubs. Players from all clubs there. It is a voluntary thing. It's nice to see in the future this becomes a selected side rather than just one where for anyone who puts their hand up. But
well, I think they're looking to select the state squad off these games, which is very good because it's looking like we're going to have a very strong state team to take away this year.
Yeah, absolutely. Great work there by Watts. Over the top of Ben Louis, who didn't have enough support with him. And Lovell will kick to the line, makes it safely. And we'll have a line out just outside the 22.
Do you think they might try to do a driving maul on this or go straight out to the backs?
I think they'll be more worried about just making sure that the line-out ball gets caught.
That is a fair call.
We might see, like in some of the juniors, they'll do a little flick to the front there. Reid may do a bit of a tap with Kiwi and say, let's go to the front. And he goes over the back.
Over the back.
Knocked on by Gold out there. There'll be big Tom Curtis out the back there from Devonport. And another wide pass. Oh, dear. There's a very high contact out there.
I think we might have just needed to go through the hands with that one.
Yeah, that's the big long pass. Smith with a nice step. Runs inside the 22 and puts it back. Good support. A little bit of space around the blind. Daniel tries to find Marshall, but the ball goes to ground. Oh, well picked up by Outman there.
It was interesting to see Josh over on that wing, seeing that he is on the opposite side of the field, so it shows that he's sweeping across to help in the attack.
Yeah, absolutely. It's good to get that support coming around off the opposite wing. Saw Will Clack have his head taken off before. He definitely ducked into that tackle, but those high passes from Marshall, they're going to end in danger out there when you've got Ben Louis or Sonny Tavalagi bearing down on you and you've got to reach up into the sky to pull the ball down. So just needs to get those sorted.
It doesn't help when you're not the biggest person either. I know that from experience.
Yeah, that's right. Clack's not a really big guy, and he's got a couple of crunching tacklers bearing down on him. Panisi now just runs his two upright in there and gets driven back by a couple of big fellas in the tackle, and they've tried to steal that, but Panisi just manages to get it back. Outman, good idea, picks it out. Marshall gives it to Lovell, taking in a good tackle. And ball knocked on by Haney at the bottom there. Hands went on the ground first though, so it's a penalty. So the South really dominating at this point. Not really on the scoreboard, but possession is all theirs. And taking a shot. So Rickard Daniel, looks like Rickard may be captain today. He was the one gesturing at the posts. Bit of banter coming on the sideline.
Yeah, I think Aaron Lovell's angry from a message that we got sent actually last week after our side hacks. We sadly had to forfeit.
Yeah, that was disappointing for the Stags to not be able to get a team up there, but you know, that happens. It's a tricky time at the moment for with illnesses and those kinds of things. So disappointing, but Stags will definitely come back from that. You'll have to make another trip up to Devonport later in the season instead. So, yep, all good. Clack with the kick here. Should be pretty easy. Breeze has picked up a little bit. It's getting cold here too. And kick's good. So the South take a 10-0 lead. I think, not sure that this was the expected scoreboard for today.
Playing in a lovely 8 degrees right now.
8, wow, that sounds warm.
Yeah, I guess that is warm for Tasmania at the moment.
Yeah, well, at least we're over here in long pants and hoodies. But, yeah, and the boys are putting on a good show out there so far from both sides. Nice deep kick there from Mio. Finds Lovell. Oh, he'll go the boot too. And puts it out. He was inside his 22. And that's a good kick. Multi-talented player in the forwards there. I actually like seeing Aaron Lovell playing at 7. I think it's a really good position for him.
Usually is at 8 too, but
yeah,
you got Big Reese there, obviously, who's a great player at 8. So.
Yep. And look, I think Aaron's a really mobile player. You said it before. He's pretty fast. He can get around the park, and that's why he's got a bit of freedom playing at 7. Nice throw.
He tries to stay in competition with his brother.
Ball inside. Good, solid contact. Great gang tackling in there by the South. Peters goes himself. Not able to be taken by Carter, and then gets around. Good counter ruck on here. And what a counter ruck by the South. And they've won the penalty too. Straight over the top, I think, of Tavalagi, was it? No, who? I'm not sure who was under there, but unable to get the ball. Mio. And the counter ruck. See if we can quickly get a replay of that. We just missed it, but the counter ruck going straight over the top of Mark Mio. And there's substitutions happening here for the North. Isaac Anderson in the number 3.
Waiting for one sub to come off.
Yep, one of the front rowers out there.
It's a lot harder for the front rowers.
Jamie Walters, I think, there maybe from Launceston. And that's a better throw to the front. Ball goes out. And whoa, straight behind Lovell. Puts the kick on and it lands in field. Bounces out. Nothing in that for forward.
It's good to see a lot of fans out here watching live today.
Yeah, absolutely. It's what better place to be on a Saturday afternoon?
Yeah, exactly.
Than down at the rugby. If you're sitting at home, get on down. There's still plenty of time left in this match. Oh, Daniel unable to take that and knocks it forward. And there'll be advantage here to the North. Ball comes out. Mio running across field. Finds Tavalagi. Smith gets up and unable to take him, and now he's got space. He straightens up. And well taken by Lovell. He's jumped into that tackle, and it's against the laws to attempt to jump over a tackle. Yeah, I've seen him do it quite a few times. And he's fortunate to not have been penalised for it.
He seems to get away with it a lot.
So first real dangerous opportunity for the North here. And that kick from Peters is a good one. And this will give them an opportunity to strike back from about 10 metres out. Interesting, we've seen a couple of times now Smith, he's just on the left of the screen there in the black headgear, miss a couple of tackles, being run around. He often plays at halfback as well, so interesting ball here. Tavalagi missed there by Clack, but I think that ball's gone forward. No, he's run behind his players.
Subs gold, Craig.
Trying to pick up the referee mic there, but all we seem to be hearing is assistant refs. So a few more substitutions. And the South here will look to exit their defensive end. Got a few good options for kicking back there. Michael Lovell will probably be the prime target here. They do have good options out there. Matthew Noble, you could see too, could do it.
Yeah, I was going to say, I wouldn't mind saying Matt, as a former football player, played all his life as football, so he has a good kick on him.
On the tent. And we're coming back for a penalty. Offside play by the North. So that was a good roost down the field by Mick Lovell, but the advantage is not there. And so the ball will come back, and Lovell will have another shot, but this time if he makes touch, it'll be his own team's line out. And he just goes with the soft one right at our camera.
Oh, no.
Hits the monitor right on our table. Here, unplugged it. We'll test that it's still all right.
I probably should have jumped up and tried to catch that one there.
The referee's mic took a dive. We've lost one of our monitors. But all good, here we go. So the kick comes down, Tavalagi now with it, brings it in field, some flat passing, just trying to find some space. Louis in the middle of the field, taking in a solid tackle. And the North go with the boot of Mio, who puts it out on the full.
I'm not sure, Dion, but it seems like they're aiming for our monitors with the kicks. That's the second one to come close to us now.
That's right. We're a big target over here.
They want you back on the field, I think it is.
When you think. Trust your judgment, whatever you want, man.
So line out throw from Reed goes to Alban, but it's wonky. Goes a bit crooked and then taken in the end there by, I think that's Josh, is that Josh Gold who's come on?
That was a very nice catch.
Very nice catch, yeah, it was. Well taken. And now the pressure at the ruck. Clack on the wrong side, comes around. Ball thrown to no one, goes between Haney and Mio, but eventually bounces up in the hands of Mark Mio. Bit of a counter ruck on here. South need to stay on their feet. And go the really wide pass. Good, solid contact out here, Louis. And well taken by Ashton Reed. He's come a long way as Ashton in the last couple of years. And penalty.
I think big number 29 for the North needs to be careful with his coming in from the side of the rocks. So he's got to be very careful with that.
That's Arpi Mio, who comes down from Devonport, I believe.
Yeah, the older brother of Mark.
Yeah, I haven't seen him playing rugby before. It's good to see him out there. So, good, solid defence from the South, and the North just struggling to crack the defence, I think. Just rushing things a little bit and eventually getting into a few errors. The line out for both teams really hasn't been great. Reed missed his target last time. And goes over the top again. It's been a good option. Rickard Daniels very slippery around the back, and here he goes through. Runs into Mio and the number 26 out there, Tokamata. And look at the ball around there to Reece Watts. He's very close now, 5 metres out. And we've seen a penalty here for side entry. Must have been Nick Marshall coming in on the side there.
It's really good to see Matt Noble out there starting at just 18 years of age. Shows his skill.
Yep, absolutely. I think, and Josh Smith is probably the same age too, I think, isn't he?
Yeah, he's only 19, so
yep.
a lot. We've got a real young team,
in.
which is good.
Yeah, and look, it's really good to see these younger players putting their hands up. That's a good kick to get in behind Louis. Oh, ball sits for Smith, who nearly takes it, and taken out over the sideline. Really great chase by Josh Smith. The big fella there, Ben Louis, just waited off there. Smith nearly collected that, and then I think got thrown out over touch by Louis, who's a huge machine.
Yes, he is. Especially Josh he's a strong, fast boy, but I don't think he'll be able to go one-on-one against him like that. Unless he went around him.
That's right. Ben Louis moved. He's been moved over to the wing on this side, so a bit of a change in positions out there too when the substitutions have happened for the North.
He's a big winger.
Yeah. Smith's going to have to concentrate hard if he gets a one-on-one in defence.
Just low, hard driving tackles I think he needs.
Ball comes
Good
to Mio. Goes the kick, and it's not a good one. Gets smothered, I think. And then, here's our opportunity. Smith runs in a little bit too fast, but slows up, and away they go. And a terrible pass there comes from Braden Dorr, who throws it probably forward, but also straight to Mick Lovell. And then Nipper Hayes on the ground there knocks the ball backwards with his hand.
To be honest there, I thought a lot of those Launceston players were actually offside from the kick.
Nipper Hayes, a slippery little hand in there trying to knock that ball back. No good though.
Hey, talk good about me.
Ashton's line-out throws have been amazing. Go Ashton.
Ashton is the starting hooker for Harlequins, and he's also only 18 years
Yeah, absolutely. And I've always spoken highly of Ashton because he started playing rugby, I think, very recently too. So it's great to see him out there, and with his line-out throw. Goes to the front, finds Outman there, but Kiwi's not quick enough to get over that ball, and we're going to lose it. It was a good option, but I don't think the rest of the South forward pack were ready for that. Peters goes the quick ball, finds Mio, goes wide to Tokamata. It gets let go of by Clack. Thought the pass had gone.
I think
Good
that's
work by
just
Lovell.
communication there.
Yep, just expected that the ball had gone. Ford gets up quickly. Marshall unable to take Tavalagi. Watts puts his body in front.
It seems the North side are really just trying to use
Sonny?
Sonny. I'm sorry about that, but they try to use Sonny a lot as he is a vital player to their attack.
Absolutely. But he's been well contained today.
Yes, he has.
Peters now. TJ Peters from the Launceston Tigers with the kick. And he hasn't made touch there. Noble reads it really well, gets in and decides, what am I going to do? Slip through the first tackle. Gets taken by the next one, but lays that ball back nicely. And they're coming around the side, offside there, but still bound in the ruck, so we're playing on.
Reece puts his body on the line once again to get that ball back.
Ball goes out to Lovell. He loves the dummy. And now he's laid that out. That's a great big kick from Matt Noble off the ground. But he's outside the 22 and it's out on the full.
If only it grubbed it along the ground instead.
So substitutions for the North.
And the South.
And the South.
First substitution with Finney and Brady Big Budurang coming on.
Say that again.
Brady Big Budurang. It's his That's a nickname he goes by.
Big Budu.
Yeah, I don't know why he goes by Big Budu, but it's just his thing. He's
It's his vibe.
nice, good front rower, puts in a lot of effort, does not like to quit. So it's good
Another
to have
young
him out
player
there.
too.
Yes, he's only 20.
Yep, been around for a while though. Great ball there in line, finding Kyle Lombard on a nice unders line, but he gets taken in the defence. Isaac Anderson, after 6 minutes on the field, comes off for a rest. And here they go. Mio runs into the big fella, Ian Carter, and it's a standoff. Mio loses that one, and we've got offside play. Oh, a bit of a shove there. Michael Lovell and Mio. Oh, yeah.
And
Tavalagi now
Sonny
wants to
comes
come
in.
in and have a shove at Aaron Lovell.
And he's still going, which
Yeah.
he needs to just settle down here before he gets sent off the field. I think
And there has been an assistant referee coming in. I wonder if we can pick this up.
Yeah, I didn't see any of that.
Okay, so 20 gold. I don't know what happened on the ground, but 20 gold got up and swung with an arm. I didn't see whether it was closed or open.
So what's your recommendation?
My recommendation is a penalty against 20 gold for retaliation.
Retaliation?
You heard it. That's Mark Mio, 20 gold, getting penalised here for swinging.
I don't think it's like them to be feisty like that either.
Right, we don't need any of that, right? Think about what this game's about, right? So having a good concept, okay? Now, we haven't seen exactly what's caused it, but we've seen a swinging arm. We're not sure contact point or open fist to focus against you, but it's going to be a penalty against you for retaliation, all right? Penalty against Okay, that's the... All right? Penalty here.
And Mio doesn't seem too happy about that, but it's the referee's call.
Saying I was here, but it was in that tackle from Mick Lovell, I believe. It was coming up from that the assistant referee believes he's seen something, and they're aiming at us again.
I'm convinced they are trying to break the computers on us.
Oh, Marcus, our producer here, just tries to dive over the top to protect all of the equipment and nearly breaks it all in doing so.
I think we need to get someone to just stand in front of us.
All right, so Reed, good tap down
good
there. And Smith comes in to help out in the halfback position. Finney Towie, ex-Burnie player, now playing for Launceston.
He's got
Doesn't let it go, though.
He's got a lot of friends out here that he's versing, so it's going to be good to watch him verse them.
Yeah, when he played against Burnie in the first round, it was a very, very intense and feisty battle. And he certainly held his head high in that match.
He's also another young, good player.
So the last 10 minutes have been all the North. It's a great pass from Peters, finds Mio, dishes it out to Tokumaada, who straightens up, gives it back around to Mio, finds Lombard, pushes it out wide. Sonny with the pass, and finds Palia, who goes over the sideline. So just pushing the sideways, made really no ground in that that movement. So good defence out there from the south to just get across and get in the way.
And the game's starting to get a real feisty out there now. And the way it's going, players are going to be sent off soon, I think.
It's interesting. It's almost matched what we saw earlier in some of the games too, where they start off, everyone's impassioned and trying to do the right thing. Once they start getting a little bit tired and things start going a little bit wrong and get a bit frustrating, we end up seeing a bit of ill discipline. So,
and from the looks of it, we're going to have a half-day, half-night game.
Yeah,
First one in quite a while, I think.
That's right. It's getting pretty dark out here now. And here we talked about this before. One of these rare opportunities
yes,
for a 22 dropout. Doesn't happen a lot. That was a kick that was smothered and then went out over the in-goal line. So we've got a 22-metre dropout.
It's smart how they decide to take 5 metres back so they can actually get the kick and not get smothered straight away.
That's right. Now, Palia. Good run by him. Dishes it back.
Player does very well to stay on his feet while being tackled and always keep moving.
Peters to Mio. Cuts out wide to Tavalagi, who gets some pressure. I think that was good pressure out there by Smith to get onto him and may force that pass. And he wasn't able to find the hulking figure of Ben Louis out on that wing.
This would definitely be lifting the spirits of the South boys, as the defense has been very good so far.
Absolutely, yeah. Defense has been really good. I mean, both teams. We're talking about one try so far in this match. It came very early, and since then it's really been equal the whole way.
I won't lie. I think Ashton might have the best mullet that we've seen in all the games today.
Is it even a mullet?
Yeah, he reckons that he brushed it just specially for today's game.
Goes over the back again, but can't get it to the hands of Watts. And the ball comes wide now. Finds Callum Lyle.
Tackling from Ashton.
Peters with the wide ball. Gets it out to Brady.
The North side are doing a lot of cut-out passes, which is costing them some value attacking time.
The chip goes behind, but forward has that covered. And he calls... Did he call the mark? No, he's not even inside the 22. But we're coming back for another penalty. There have been a lot.
I think it was for not rolling away out of the ruck.
Yep. Good pickup. And that's getting towards the end of this half. You know, players again a little bit tired. That's the ill discipline that comes in here, and neither team wants to give away anything. They're going to go a tap. Towie comes in and makes that tackle. And Launceston now recycle, give the ball to Lyle.
And it's a penalty advantage.
Offside again, I think. We need to be careful here, the South too, to giving away a lot of penalties down in this end of the field.
I think the good thing about the South forwards is the fact that half the front row can all play in first, second and third, so they have that ability to change with each other.
Peters with a great run through there, stepping out of the tackle of Watts, and Outman not getting out of the way, so we've got another penalty advantage, and a big dummy there, nicely held up too. I think we'll see this one called back for the penalty advantage. No, they managed to get it out. Ball comes to Curtis. He's a tough, hard runner, but he runs across field, so they take him by the ankles and he makes no ground. And the ball going, oh, need to be careful there with those feet lifting up. Bustling run down the middle there. Now we're going to just call this quits. We've got someone injured in play, flat on his back in some Devonport colours.
Something I'd like to acknowledge is the fact that Reece is always there putting his body on the line. Like, he doesn't mind if he gets bumped off. He's always never giving up on that tackle and always making sure he gets the guy with him.
Yeah, and you know that's the big mental game, and that's really 50% of the game out here is always just making sure that you're switched on and focused on what you're doing. That's Nick Marshall.
Looks like he's injured, which is not the best because I'm pretty sure he's playing 10 for them.
Yep.
And then it looks like Finney is also down on the 22 with, I'd say, cramps or hamstring. So hopefully they're both back up and good in a minute.
Getting, a bit of a massage down there. And I think I might almost see, I can see Harrison Thomas looking like he's ready for a run on.
And Harrison Thomas, his first game back in about 3 months since he did his MCL and his ACL, so he's very keen on it.
But it's actually Faye Leatua coming on to replace
Nick Marshall
and Cameron Ransley coming on to replace Clack in the halfback position.
As that's both Harlequin's 9 and 10 combination, so they should go well off each other.
Oh, yeah, would possibly like to think so. It'll be interesting to see whether Mick Lovell gets pushed into fly half or not. That would probably be a good move for the South.
And I think the North player was number 7, Camden, who I think he just has to come off for a HIA, so hopefully he's okay.
Yep. Camden Churchill.
Yep.
Loose forward for Devonport and the North.
And we should be closing in close to half time very soon now.
Yeah, absolutely. It's probably be the last play. So last opportunity for the North to get some points on the board in the first half. Peters with the put into the scrum. Nice little half moon there in the front row. And away we go. Curtis takes it. Doesn't get any further than Rickard Daniel, the beefy South African who plays for the Taroona Penguins.
He is a monster of a player to verse. I know whenever he runs at me, I always try to avoid him.
Nice run there. I think that's Brady in 27. And they get around the outside. Has the defence covered? It has. But this guy's got some good footwork, Lombard. And he gets a nice solid tackle from that man we just talked about, Daniel, who's playing as captain of the Southern team today.
Which is well deserved, I think.
Yeah, straight run here from Curtis. He's close. Held up near the line.
Good low tackle there.
And the ball goes wide. Mio, he's dangerous in these situations. He stays on his feet. How did he get through those tackles? And finally, after mountains of pressure, it's... Who scored that? I think it's
number 13.
Yeah, I think we've ended up 13. No, I think it's Simeone Tokumaada, who's the replacement who's come into 13 when Ben Louis was moved out to the wing. He's played really well, has Tokumaada, and manages to get over. And that'll be a important points for the North to get this score a little bit closer as we run into half time. So Mio with the kick, you'd pretty much back him in from here. Kick from Mio to make the scores 10-7. And kick's good. And that's half time. So we'll go into the half time with a 3-point ball game. There's plenty of injuries out there. Nick Marshall, who started in 10 for the South. You just see him on the bottom of your screen there, limping and sucking a few breaths in. But Camden Churchill, playing in number 7 for the North, came off, I think, with a head knock towards the end of the half as well. So players going down on both teams. It's a tough affair. It's cold out here. It's getting dark. And this game is a cracker. Don't go away. We'll be back very soon with the second half. Okay, we're back. It's a 3-point ball game, and the North have the kick. So the North in the predominantly yellow, running left to right now, and South down there with the ball in the safe hands of Jeff Altman, running out of their defensive end. Ball comes out, finds Daniel, who has had a excellent game. Excellent game. That's right. Cameron Ransley now into the halfback position, digging in for that ball. Dishing it off to Leatua. And nice run. Bit of a high contact there on Lovell by Tokama'ata. So we've got the arm out for the penalty advantage. Carter now running into it. And some good contact to start this half. So Faye Leatua out there coming into the fly half position, after Nick Marshall received a bit of an injury, I think, in that last half. We're going to come all the way back now here for that that high shot on Nick Lovell. And that really makes an easy exit from their half. And Lovell doesn't aim at us and kicks it across the front, taken by Kiwi.
That might be a first. But
I'm surprised they haven't been aiming for Sam on the camera up on the top of the scissor lift.
I reckon there should be a prize for if they do get him.
They can pay for whatever damage they do.
Yeah. The prize is negative $1,000.
I think the only damage we've suffered so far was a bit of a break to a stand on a monitor, but also a broken HDMI cable. Nice tackle over there
By Morgan, who has now come onto the field.
Morgan Macbeth there in the number 16. Good solid hit on TJ Peters.
And he is now throwing for them too.
Yep. Oh dear. Just messy lineouts. Don't have that working. And stolen. Nice work by Lovell. So player out the back there, monstered by Rickard Daniel and Aaron Lovell. There's two blokes I wouldn't want to be on the receiving end of a tackle
Yes,
from.
that is very true. They both, one's going to hit you and it's going to hurt, and you're going to feel better, and then that's when the other one's going to come in.
Good work there by Finney to pick that ball up off the ground, and North not rolling away. No, they have rolled away. He's just dished it back. Ransley slips through. Leatua
needs to straighten up a bit there.
Yeah, just running. I thought he was shaping to kick that and then gave the little handoff. That was good work from Ransley.
Couple of the North
Clack
players
around there is in trouble. He's got isolated. And here we go. So Tokama'ata with the tap and the kick through. There's nobody back there. And there's a foot race. Who gets there first? It's Noble. And he's dived on too.
Good.
That was a good contest there. And I tell you what, the old legs of Mark Mio did a great job there. But you saw Matthew Noble come from behind. He has pace to burn.
I think Matt might actually be half of Mark's age, which shows how long Mark has
easily.
been doing
I think you're right.
Matt is 19 this year, and I actually don't know how old Mark is.
I'm pretty sure he's very close to double that. Yeah.
Which just shows that his body's holding up good for him.
Yep. And he's a very, very good player, and rugby in Tasmania has benefited from his participation a lot. Daniel again at the back. Got some support with him this time.
I think he makes meters every time he gets the ball.
Yeah, well, that was interesting. I certainly didn't look too bad from this camera angle. but deemed someone coming in on the side of the ruck. And Daniel wants to check. Didn't look too bad. Look too bad from the distance we're at. But now the North with an opportunity. In, one of the bright patches on the field down there, directly underneath the lights. We're on the dark side over here.
We're on the safe side away from the kicks now.
Nice line out win to the North. Awful pass though, over the top. This guy, Lombard, has shown he's got some tricky footwork and a little kick inside. Oh, just gathered by, right by the line. And I'll tell you what, we're coming back, so really good effort.
What? Penalty for not releasing, but I got overturned for another penalty.
I don't know, yeah, I'm not sure what that was for.
I think it might have been talking to the ref or
just pretty strange.
Something.
Yeah.
It was like that.
And a try to the North, so interesting call over there. Just can't pick that up on the referee, Mike, but yeah, interesting turnover there where, unless the referee just put his arm up the wrong way, I don't know.
There was some good playing by the man you mentioned before in 21 with that chip over the top with the run on. Very good.
He's good footwork and good work there from Lombard. It was a good job too for Noble to get across and actually cover that ball and stop it, from going into the in goal.
It is a very scary thing to do, having to run on and stop that ball with a player charging at you, going for the ball too.
And the ball bounced poorly too as well. It didn't bounce to him and he had to change his direction and reach backwards. So it was a good effort. But yeah, I'd interested as to how the South could have given away a penalty in that situation as to what was done when they had the penalty for them.
And a nice high kick straight through the middle of the post for Mark Mayer.
Very good. So 2 tries now to the North, taking the lead. And for those who haven't watched, the South have 1 converted try and a penalty to make their 10 points. All right. Kick off. Lovell goes deep and Peters unable to take it. Curtis now picks it up. He'll get a head of steam up and runs into some solid contact from Lovell, the kicker. Ball dishes back. Mio aims for the line, finds the grasp and finds Noble. Which way is Noble going to go? He goes with the boot. And he's found some grass, and the ball's bounced almost into his hands. Great chase by Noble, but he's been done there for pushing in the back. No, the other way around. Again, just a hand. I think there just must be confusion with hands. Must have been, I think it was a knock-on there from the Launceston player, and the player coming back was offside.
That was a great play by Matt. He nearly stole it away from them too.
Absolutely. I thought he might have been penalised originally for, it looked like he may have had his hands in the back of the player in front of him, but good work. And the South have opted for a scrum. I know the line out for them's been a bit of a weakness, so the scrum in this situation may be more fruitful.
Are they allowed to push as far as they want in this game?
Absolutely.
Yep. Push it right down to the try line.
You want to push over scrum from here.
If it happens, it would be very good to watch.
Well, they've got a good drive on. Finney takes it, but nice tackle and then manages to get that pass off to Leah Tua. Got to be careful with those long passes. Lovell comes around, he pins his ears back, gets a high one over the shoulders, but Tokama Ada does a good job to take him down.
I think Cam Ramsley might have wanted to go the blind side there.
Whoa,
big
boom.
shot on there.
Finney taking a huge one. Oh, dear. And we're coming back. Yeah, they did deem that tackle high. It was just the grab over the shoulders of Lovell. It's not really dangerous, but it is against the laws. And, yeah, I think they want to go the scrum again here.
It was a nice, good push by the boys.
No. I'm confused here. What's going on?
I don't think they had I think the forwards went off to the side and didn't want to do the scrum, to be honest, because they all seemed to walk away from it.
Yeah, it was interesting. I heard someone saying scrum, and the referee made the scrum signal, and then
Kicked it
the ball
out.
was kicked. Oh, we've got this one. Outman takes it forward, and that puts the South on the front foot here. They'd love a try. Put them back in front. Leatua, not a good option. Kicking inside your 22. It's just a lack of talk and a lack of cohesion between the players outside him. And now the ball's been turned over. And Mio hits the deck. Nice. Ball sits up nicely. Oh, dear. And
That was unlucky.
don't know who that, not sure who this player is who's just come out onto the wing.
Number 20.
But he hasn't been on for very long. He's wearing Hobart Lions socks. Is he another clack?
No, I think he might be one of the new wingers for them, though.
Oh, Dean Conn, perhaps?
It could be, yes.
Right, so Conn lets them get away with that one. And Mio now driving forward. Just tripped by Ransley, I think. And no, the arm's out for the referee. So just so many penalties. Every single phase seems to have ill discipline and people breaking the laws. The penalties everywhere. And the North reaping the benefits on the scoreboard, 14-10. So ball moving forward. Daniel all over that one.
Number 9.
Trip. Right. Oh, I thought that thought Ransley had reached his hand down, but
I thought
that's
he went
what happened.
I
Yep.
thought he went for the tackle and accidentally ran too far, to be honest.
Yeah, right. But yeah, took Mio down with his foot.
Looks like Mayo might be feeling some of an effect from that, to be honest.
Yep. Peters kicks, nearly hits the scissor lift with the camera on top.
They really want to punish us today, I think. Aiming for us non-stop.
It's one of the things when you're a kicker, you often set a target on the side that you're going to kick for, and when you've got an orange scissor lift with a guy with a camera on the top of it, it stands out a bit.
Yes, that is
It's
true.
an easy target. Big ball over the back, knocked on, well gathered by Watts.
He's just always there where the ball is.
It's magic. Ball comes around and Bluranta with the hit up. Lovell goes the kick, but goes straight to Louis, who doesn't even have to move to catch it. And then he flings it across to Sonny, who's got some space. And Clack gives him some more. Oh dear. Someone needs to get their body in front of him and tackle him. Yeah, penalised at last. He does it pretty regularly, jumping into a tackle, and it's against the laws, and he's going to get himself hurt.
That's still great by Finney. He knew he jumped and he could have got hurt, and he still put
Yeah,
his body there because he knew he had to stop him.
That's true. And he did sort of tip as he went into it, but they did a good job to make sure that he didn't, didn't fall and harm himself too. So
some nice supporters from every club over there,
Yep.
drinking together and watching the game.
Yep. It's always the quiet side of the field over there too. Don't have to put up with a big crowd that's noisy.
I think it's the drinking side where they can all get it together. And Mark Mayo is actually limping off injured. As
He is, yeah, carried off.
So I think that
Well
trip
spotted.
might have done his ankle, rolled it, or
Yeah.
possibly worse. Let's hope for the best though.
Absolutely. Great line out there by the North. And an interesting little spin there by Connell Kelly.
I think he thinks he's in a ballet studio.
I always get worried by the spinning player that you're going to back into some tackle that completely destroys you. But
Yeah, and
Anyway.
it will hurt a lot too, because that's your back.
it's something that that you see. There's a few players in the Super Rugby that do it a fair bit.
And from the looks of it, I think that 7 from the north side might not have been allowed to go back on.
Sure. Be Camden Churchill.
And Finney puts on another big shot.
Ball comes wide, and another penalty. So the South are letting Launceston from the north, Launceston Devonport from the north, stay in this game by their ill discipline. They're putting good pressure on, but they're just making too many mistakes against the laws, and it's just giving the north the ball back every time.
And Harry Thomas about to come on for the first time since his injury in jersey number 19.
Oh, he's going to come into halfback, is he?
I'm pretty sure, yes. That's the position he used to play. He would play between half 10 and flanker. He can play in forwards and back. He's a good utility player. So to see him out there again is just very nice.
And having a chat with Michael Lovell as he comes on. They don't really wait for him to get into position before they throw that line-out ball.
Yeah.
And the North spread it really wide. I tell you, the defence there of that man on the wing for the South, who's just come on. We suspect his Dean Conn has really opened up some holes. He's had a couple of boo-boos out there. And we see a try scored. Was that Louis?
I think it was Ben Louis.
In the number 13. So the winger for the South there, just not defending with any width whatsoever. He's in way too shallow watching the ball, and he had men outside him and let them get around him, which meant there was no cover defence. So great work from the North.
Some great support play by Ben Louis there to come in with the pace and get there in the open space for the offload.
Yeah, and it was a really, really great run too to put that on by Palia. Get around the outside of the winger.
And 21, the new kicker for the north side.
Twinkle Toes Kyle Lombard, and he's missed. So the North push ahead. The South are going to have to find someone who can put some points on for them. They've gone pointless in the first 15 minutes of this second half, and the North have put on 2 tries. Ashton Reid coming back on, and Blue Randa coming off for a rest.
Come on, South, lift it.
Get a chase on this, Blackie. Get up there, mate. I'll get your wing. I'll talk to you.
And with Nick Marshall playing the game, that put assistant coach Sean Rogers into the head coach.
Yeah. No, I think I can hear Reece Watts talking to this player at number 20. He is calling him Clacky. So I think it's Derek Clack, who's the third of the Clack brothers. And here we go. Noble, good run.
Good offload.
Pops it up to one of the other Clacks.
And Mickey running
now
hard
gets through. He's going to get taken by Nipper Hayes. And then pops it back and knocked on. So just pushing the passes out there, but a nice run by Mick Lovell. Just ended up with a solid tackle behind him from Nipper. And another sub.
Green one offers.
Green.
Kiwi coming on.
Gold one, I think.
That is a very good name, I think. Kiwi.
It's because no one can pronounce his actual name. I mean, his first name's Peter, but the rest of his name, he just gets called Kiwi. So,
okay.
Or sometimes Ronald McKiwi.
Is that a Ronald McDonald joke?
I guess so. I'm not sure why. Haven't been able to work out why that might be the name, but he's a great player and a great character, and he's also good for rugby.
Very nice bloke here. I know whenever a team's down, he's always happy to get there and fill in for them.
Yeah, absolutely.
He said more than 6 minutes.
More than 6 minutes. That was actually played a good 20 minutes of that half, I think, there. Did Isaac Anderson, so really, putting in the hard yards. The North now starting to find some gaps. Good contact on the tackle, but Thomas unable to take Palia. And a nice run, that ball spilled.
And I think there's a fight in the backfield.
Sure is.
I think the winger might have hit
Noble. Matthew Noble, was it, who made the tackle back there?
Michael Lovell. He
Oh,
hit
really?
him, and I think he might have taken him down late, and the winger was not happy about it. And then I think there was some open hand palm throwing maybe.
Yeah, right. We'll see if there's anything from the assistant referee over there.
The only bad thing is the players.
Stop. Separator.
Yeah, that was Finney Palia.
Go.
And they're going to have a chat, and we'll have a listen.
No.
Okay, so I have number 12, Green, making a late tackle.
And we can't hear it.
Captain.
So we'll probably see a yellow card here to Lovell for the late tackle.
Which will be a big loss to our back line.
No.
So the challenge here is if referees can only call what they see, and a tackle was seen.
Contact is fine, right? The timing is fine. So just carried on with it. Just kept it. It's gone past horizontal. So the yellow card for a lift, right? And he's lifted him onto the next tackle.
Okay, for the tackle. Nothing else seen out there.
Whistle was very loud then.
Especially in our ears.
That is just that discipline that we were talking about at the start of the game.
Yep. Absolutely. And, yep. You can see, again, the frustrations that happen too. You know, when you're coming in as a defender in that situation, you've just watched this guy run 30 metres around your team, and, all you want to do is shut him down. But you can't. If he gets the pass off, you've got to let him be. And Lovell then made the mistake. And now his team's going to be a player short. And they're 9 points down. So I think Lovell's one of those players. He's definitely capable of turning a team around too when he's on the field.
It's just the intensity he brings to the ball running.
Absolutely. And the ball comes over the back. Daniel, he's had a field day at the back of the line out. Winning that one. No one there. No halfback. A long way away. That would be Harrison Thomas. Still can't see him in the picture. Oh, there he is now in the green and blue headgear.
And are the captains being called in again?
No, just called.
Yellow card. He's just come and lined him up with his quarter. Yellow card.
Run in with the forearms, so yellow card.
Getting silly now. And no nonsense there from Gardner, the referee. Okay, so here we go. The South need a try. Nice run by Aaron Lovell. He's going to go all the way himself. Oh, last-ditch tackle. I'm going to see another. No, just a knock on in that tackle. So it's a bit hard to pick what happened down the bottom there, but couldn't quite see it. But Aaron Lovell, I think, in the tackle, just dropped that ball. If he had made it through that last tackle, I think he would have scored. So a great run by Aaron.
I think it's good to see that Sonny and Michael were actually down here sitting directly right next to each other, within an arm's length of each other.
Yep.
As a bit of banter on the field, but off the field, it's all good.
Yeah, absolutely. No, it's good to see them sitting like 20 centimetres away from each other on the naughty chairs right in front of us.
I better not say anything bad, otherwise I might have to leave the game a bit early.
They're also only about 5 metres away from us, so they'll hear everything we say. Away we go, the North making some space. Palia gets around Clack again. They're really wanting on this wing, and a nice run from Lombard there, finally held onto by Rickard Daniel. Someone had to do it.
And good.
And going off the feet, so Haney this time penalised.
He knows better than that, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, and I can see the substitution about to happen here.
I think there might be 4 players for the North side about to go on.
But Ryan Ford, I think, is going to come on for Clack, who's really struggled defensively on this wing. He's real weak point, I think, for the South.
Yeah. I think
Well, at least he has been. And here he's not playing back either, so out of position by a mile. Noble's going to pick it up just. Should get away, and Clack does come back around and gather that one, and then drops it. Oh, dear.
He should
The
have
guy can't catch a break.
I think he should have just rucked over instead of trying to run that ball there and just let his team get back ready to
and
get ready.
Mio pops it over the top. And Connell Kelly with the try. So nothing going right on this wing for the Clack boy. Got run around, out of position when the kick came through. Got back in good support though, and then dropped the ball as he picked it up. And that led to this trial on the other side. So bit harsh, but having a subpar defence on your wing has really made it suffer for the South.
As you can see, the North boys are just starting to work together as a team and actually using the width of the field instead of just running it in the middle the whole time.
Absolutely, that was good hands. They just saw there. They'd run to one side. Play was free on the other wing, and they got it out there as quickly as they could. Drew a couple of tackles. I think it was Mio who drew in the last tackler and was able to pop that ball over. And Hudson Connell Kelly was able to score a pretty easy try, but that came from some good support play. So in the North, 24-10. Lombard with the left foot kick there. Just away to the left too, so stays at 24-10. It's a long way back from here for the South. Teams are even at the moment though. We've got a yellow card on both sides.
And two probably of the star players.
Yeah, that's true. They're just probably enjoying having a bit of a rest now.
Yeah, it seems those two there seem to be doing a lot of running for the team, so I think they'll be happy with this little break.
Yeah, that guy in the middle of our camera, Rickard Daniel in the blue shorts and the red boots, he's put in a tower of work today. He's been a very, very, very handy player for the South.
Monstering the teams, I think he has been.
Yeah, certainly had a lot of opportunity off the back. Oh, nice work, Thomas.
And Harry Thomas in with a nice grab.
Great work and runs back in field.
But the boys need to be careful with going straight over there. I think it might have been our winger again.
I think they may have subbed. Oh no, Noble's come off. You can see Josh Smith now has come into fullback. And I don't know how that ball's come out there, but that's pulled out. I think Bakuda on his hands and knees down there ripped that one out. So nice kick and a good chase by Harrison Thomas. I'm
pretty sure Matt Noble has come off due to cramps. So I think he's just going to get a rub down and then head back on. Because it looked like he just got his pickle juice, which is a weird thing that I've recently learned helps apparently.
Yep. That's right. See a little shot. And Thomas now in the halfback position. Dishes it out, finds... Oh, hello!
And
we see a yellow card here. And that's going to be against number 5 for Launceston, Vincent Bell.
And that really won't help them as Mickey Lovell's yellow card should be over in a minute or two, with Sonny still on for another couple minutes, and then a yellow card coming off now, which puts them
That's right. Down. So the South on 14 players, and the North will only have 13. And we got the flag out here by the assistant ref.
Maybe for offside, I think.
Yeah, I don't know. Normally a flag wouldn't go out for that.
Yeah, as the player, to me, that player is dusty.
And it's number 5 for North that have come off.
Player to go. Right?
Get in the box. Get in the box. Get in the
Not
box.
quite pick that up. Pick up the referee.
Oh, you're only doing them,
So nothing there.
And I think we're going to a line out for this North team.
Yep, so nothing happened there. So ball just bundled over the sideline in the end. Aaron Lovell trying to get around. Yeah, the referee was must have seen what the assistant referee was talking about and was happy that it wasn't a penalty.
They are missing a jumper or a lifter, as number 5 was the man who got yellow carded.
Yeah, right. Yep. And Peters with the kick out of there.
Nice box kick.
And we've just lost it.
Into the mist.
Tough one out there. We're a long way away from that. And zoom in with the camera. And where'd the ball go? It just went up.
I don't think you see, but the 3 boys on the yellow card, they were just getting along, having fun, which you would not expect in a game with this high intensity.
Yep. I reckon we'll see Mick Lovell come back on fairly soon. Oh, the line-out's not good. All that the green team have really had on offer is Jeff Outman, and he's not really gelled with his lifters. Oh, great contact there from Finney on Bakuta. Hear that one. Now the North go towards the middle of the field. They need to maintain their possession here. Oh, all over that, I think Watts. But no, gets rolled off it in the end. And Peters goes wide. There's a big gap out there. Louis taken by Kiwi. And the ball spills out, but backwards. It's a nice throw, and they hug each other as they get back up. Both with a smile on their face. And the counter ruck here looks good. It's been stolen by Daniel. So the South, they need a try. Oh, Thomas can't keep his feet. Kiwi needs some support here, and he runs into 3-4 tacklers, and he manages to get himself to ground eventually. And as he got to ground, he wasn't released, so a bit of fortune there. And now we got a problem. There's complaints coming from the North team. I think I just saw a bit of a... No, both teams.
So I've got a running commentary from 30 blokes on this ground, all right? You sick of it, all right? You let me referee the game, you play the game, all right? Yep, correct. Good. Go.
Boys, shut it down.
Thomas with the kick. I think we'll see Lovell come back on. Been sent back on, so now there's just 2 North players on the bench. Tavalagi won't be far away, but it's now 15 on 13. And this is something that the South really need to take advantage of. It won't be for long. Reed with the throw.
And Sonny's about to come back onto the field for the North side.
And the line-out throw is just messed up. But fortunately, I think the numbers were bad. Now, Rickard Daniel drives forward. He's got some support behind him, and that player's not rolling out of the way quickly enough, so we've got a penalty advantage. Number 16 doing a terrible job, Jamie Walters, of getting out of there.
He rolled into the feet of
and I'm not sure if that's Finney Towie has scored. No, they say he hasn't, so they'll come back.
The quick tap.
Finney will go the quick tap.
He really wants that try.
That's right. Oh, nice work there. No, Outman can't get there. Thomas looks wide. Finds, he does. He finds Aaron Lovell, who reaches out and puts the ball on the chalk. So the South peg one back. We've got a game on our hands. They need this conversion, or it's going to be out of their reach.
And who will be kicking the conversion, I wonder?
Well,
because we've had a couple
Mick
of different kickers.
Lovell's back on the field. He's got it in his hands. Ian Clack is not out there, who's done some of the kicking. And the quick kick too from Lovell. He goes the drop kick and it's over. So 7 points in it.
Although I think he kicked it from the wrong spot, to be honest with you. Because I thought it was scored over here more.
I think it was pretty good. We're standing quite close to the referee.
Yeah.
Yep. Must be 8 minutes. There we go. I can just hear the call there from sideline referee.
We've had a container of pickle juice thrown over our way.
Great. Yum. All right, North with the kick. Just everyone's taking their time. No one's in a rush here.
I mean,
it's late.
They should take their time, as they still have a player on the bench with the yellow card. So the longer they take, the more time they have of having him come on.
Useful bit of time wasting. Oh, the ball hits the ground, but Altman gets behind it. He's been good today. Certainly got his hands on the ball a bit, which is good to see. Thomas talking outside him. Gives the ball off to Daniel, who gets well tackled.
And it's just a converted try game now, so the intensity will be up.
Ford has now come onto that wing out there, just running a little bit reluctantly into the defence, but coming back in securely, but he's lost that. Just, again, just didn't really hit that ball with any intent, did Ryan, and he was easily muscled to the ground and no one with him. And nearly manages to get that wonky kick and keep it in field. But this is going to make it tough now for the South to get out of here. Not sure who they've got in their back line who's capable of running 100 metres to win.
And it looks like the South side aren't even going to contend against this right now, and they're just going to go straight for the tackle.
Yep, ball comes up. And not straight. So the scrum to the South. What have they got here? Who's going to give them a try from one end to the other? Might be Aaron Lovell. Has he got the gear to go the whole way?
I think either Aaron or Josh Smith. He is probably one of the fastest players out there.
Just need some space.
And Sonny's in at halfback now.
Yep, we've seen him in there a bit, picked up at the end there by Watts. Thomas gets over it. Oh dear. Aaron Lovell just falls over. Luckily he didn't fall over the ball. And Mick Lovell with the kick. That's good, hits the grass and bounces away from Connell Kelly. Throws back in field to Peters. And good effort out there by Clack. And here comes the wide pass now. Josh Smith, step back inside. Fortunate there. I think Pelia ran behind his own player there, but he's going to score. Oh, wow. Mick Lovell takes him down and ends up falling short. Wow, try saver from Mick Lovell, and then I don't know who else got in there.
That might be the winning tackle of the game for them.
I think Clack coming off this wing here, just getting up from up onto his knees.
I think the fullback might have come up into the flat defensive line, and that's what left the gap open there.
It's lucky in a way there. I don't think it may have impeded anyone, but Pelia, when he took that ball, he ran back inside and ran directly behind TJ Peters when he was being followed by a tackler. But certainly a live wire is Pelia with those big runs through there. They struggled to tackle him. And again, Rico Daniel at the back. It's just had a field day. More line-out takes at the back there than we've seen anywhere else.
And the South boys need to really be up in the support now. They can't afford to lose this ball.
Yeah, Lovell gets caught there, but then manages to get around. If he could, couldn't quite get past Lombard though. He's been good since coming on, Lombard.
And the counter ruck.
Counter ruck's good, but the advantage is the way of the South. There's a knock on. Getting very scrappy now. It's hard to get out of there.
Coming into the final minutes of the game.
Yeah, you can just see the intent with the South. I think this point of the game, when you're playing with unfamiliar people around you, it's those sort of one-off ideals. You know, Mick Lovell thinks, oh, I need to go, wait, oh, I'm not sure who's with me, and then isn't able to get a pass off or break the tackle. And you know, it's this level of rugby, I guess, we're playing with.
And the final yellow card is back on for the final minutes of the game.
Yeah, so probably 4 minutes to go maybe. And we're back to 15 aside. It's been a pretty tough match here too, nice and close. Just a converted try, the difference. South went into half-time with the lead.
Mark Mayo is back out at 10.
Oh, Mayo's back on the field. That's good. Good news. And a great scrum by North. But they come around offside there of the Northern players. We've got lucky to get away with that too. The scrum have wheeled, but we had the halfback for North and their breakaway from the other side, their flanker, had come all the way around and disengaged from the scrum. So.
And the South have got a new hooker in at the moment too.
Oh yeah, who's in there?
The Hobart Lions.
Oh, is that Morgan Macbeth?
I don't think it's Morgan.
Right. Oh, nice run from Peters, but driven back in the last couple of metres. And some good, solid contact in there from the South to push Launceston back. Keep calling them Launceston.
It's the Launceston colours that gets you, I think.
Yeah, from here they look yellow and black.
And it doesn't help with the Launceston socks out there either.
Yeah. Yellow and red, and the green looks black in this dark, but they finally get over. Who's that in the bottom? It's Isaac Bakuta. Manages to get himself over the line. There was a mess of bodies under there.
I think that might be the try to seal the game for the North to win both games and the series.
That's right. Looks like it. Certainly this one's been a much closer match than the previous one.
Yeah.
And whether we'll see this as the end of the game after this kick or not, there could be a few minutes left. The good try there to Bakuta after some good phase play from his forwards.
And for Mark Mayer to come out and finish it, I don't think the North side would want anyone else other than him to finish it. And they are starting to celebrate from the looks of it in the middle of the field.
Yeah. So what will presumably be the final play of the day is the chip kick from Mark Mayo. He misses, but that's the ball game. And with that, the North, a very hard-fought win there, coming out 29-17 victors over the South. Some really excellent play throughout the whole game, very physical encounter, but a lot of ill discipline and a lot of penalties in this game. So there was, but in the end, deserved winners, the North, just being able to put some more points on the board in that second half. Thanks heaps, Theo, for your time.
You're welcome.
And hopefully we'll see you again soon. We will tap out right there. It's pretty late. I don't know, it's what, 5:30 or something, 5:45. Feels like it's midnight. It's freezing. And we'll get out of here. But thanks all for watching. And hopefully you enjoyed this gala day of rugby from Rugby Park, the home of rugby in Tasmania, and the Tasmanian Rugby Union.